I'm looking to the clerk. I don't see anything else. We do actually have to do special counsel before we go into our lunch break and before we even get into finance. So we're still going to be a little bit for those who are here for finance. Councillor Johnson, you're acting mayor, is that correct? Yes. Schneider? I don't know who is. Okay, go. Do you want to sit there? Okay. Go for it. So we're in special counsel.
Special counsel. So item number 2, the noise exemption downtown special events. All in favor? Okay, great. Item 3, the sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh, sorry. Moved by Councillor Galloway-Seelock. All in favor? Oh, seconded by Councillor Arnaitis. Thank you. The Dunham Avenue reconstruction. Moved by Councillor Johnson. Seconder. Councillor Gazzola. Question. Okay.
This project, the estimates are off by 20%, which is a substantial difference to me. Do we know what caused that 20% difference? Can we do anything about it?
Mr. Reedman?
Through the chair, are you speaking to the Franklin Street tender, item number 3, or item number 2?
Actually, I'm looking at item number, wait a minute, sorry. I guess it's number 3 that I'm looking at. The second one.
Yeah, we're not there. We're still at number 2.
Okay, I'm sorry. My question is for number 3.
We're not at number 3 right now.
Okay,
so we have to go for number 2, the Dunham Avenue, moved by Councillor Johnson and seconded by Councillor Ioannidis. All those in favor? Opposed? That carries. Now, item number 3. Okay. Mr. Reedman.
Through the chair, so my understanding is the pre-construction estimate was off on this project. So it did end up being 17% over budget, but I did ask staff to look at all the tenders so far for this year from the water infrastructure program, and right now in total we are 1.8% under budget, or $500,000 under budget for all of our projects.
You're on.
Yeah, no, and I don't quibble with that, but I'm just wondering, when we're off by 20%, what did we miss? What causes us to be off by 20%, so that the next one we go to, we can deal with that? What did we miss a major component, or?
Through the chair, so when we did the pre-construction estimates, we were off on this project. I will point out there's a tender that came forward earlier in the year that council didn't see, but it was 17% under budget, about the same amount. So from time to time we are off on our budget slightly, but overall the average works out to being within target.
I accept your answer, but I don't, because when we're off like that, we need to come up with some kind of reasoning as why we're off, so that we don't run into it again. So I'm not saying condemning anyone or blaming anyone. I'm just saying we need to learn from our mistakes. So.
Okay, so item number 4. Do I have a mover on that? Councillor Ioannidis, seconded by Councillor Davey. All in favor? And opposed? And that carries. Item 5, the execution of documentation with federal and provincial governments.
I have a question.
Councillor Chapman.
Yeah, I guess my question is, first of all, can we get some examples of what types of things we're giving authority to the CAO or the deputy CAO, etc.? Like some examples of services that, or decisions that would be done at that level and not come to council. I mean, I understand it's under $50,000, but like what types of things fall in that category?
Yes, through you, Mr. Chair, can I advise that, for instance, one of the last ones that happened was something that engineering did with respect to a permit from one of the levels of government, and it became very complicated because they need it signed right away. And so this would expedite it because those kind of permits could then go directly to the CAO to be signed. We ended up treating it similar to a record of site condition where there is authority. So we have things that occur all different times with different levels of government.
So how are they normally managed?
Well, sometimes we end up bringing them to council, but then we slow down the project and we delay things. So this is to keep things moving quickly, because a lot of the times these happen sort of on the spur of the moment. Someone's told, oh, by the way, you need this document signed and move this along, and then we lose 2 or 3 weeks sometimes.
Okay, I just wonder if it's, if it's something we want to, I understand where you're coming from, but anyway, I'll leave it there.
Councillor Gazzola?
Yeah, why does this have to be dealt with now in a special council meeting? Why can't this go the normal route and come back to us in 2 weeks?
The reason being is we actually have an agreement, which I sent you an email about over the weekend. I think it went out on Friday, actually. It's something that needs to be signed right away to keep things moving. So it was just the timing that triggered sort of bringing this forward now, so we could deal with that document and others.
But you could have brought that agreement forward and dealt with, as opposed to changing all the basic rules. Okay, I have a comment, okay, if I can make that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I won't be supporting this because without any reason, I'd like to see a little more information of why we're again handing things over to staff to deal with as opposed to council dealing with them. I'd like to know how often this arises. What is the pain that has been caused in the past? I know democracy moves slower, and I understand that. But that's the price we have to pay. So I see no reason to move this over to staff. I have found in the past 2 or 3 years, almost every second or third meeting, we bring forward another responsibility that we hand over to staff and remove it from council. I trust that this keeps going. We're going to cut our council pay in order to accommodate that. So I'd like a recorded vote on that issue, and I won't be supporting it.
Okay. Do we have a mover for item number 5? Councillor Arnaitis, seconded by Councillor Davey, and recorded vote has been called. Okay. All those in favor? And opposed? And that carries. And moving on to item 6, bylaw for 3 readings. Mover, Councillor Davey, Councillor Marsh. All those in favor? Those opposed? And that carries. And that is it. Move to adjourn special council. Councillor Arnaitis, Councillor Johnson. All those in favor? Okay, special council is adjourned.